Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be hopefully a live trade video where I capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, what do I mean by live? What I mean is I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing information, seeing the data for the very first time. So to respect your time, if you are looking for a video where somebody's got hindsight in their favor and they're doing a trade recap or something like that, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value in this video. Now, at the beginning, I mentioned I hope, and that is because it is 1:50 p.m. Eastern time, and the Fed is announcing whether or not they're going to raise rates. I think everybody thinks they're going to keep them the same, but point being, that is going to make the market go a little bonkers. And I thought, I'm around and I'm interested in trading it, so why not try to make a video? So I've already made one trade today, nothing big, nothing fancy, just because, like I said, I knew that today this announcement was, and I wanted to be around for it. So I'm just up $50. Again, nothing big, because that's in the back of my mind. I knew about the announcement. So, and it's 10 minutes until the announcement, and sometimes things can even get a little crazy beforehand. So I wanted to get the video prepped and ready. But right at 2 o'clock or right around 2 o'clock, things should start to get crazy. And I'm interested in trading some options here. So I will pause the recording software for now. And when it looks like the meeting announcement, or right at 2 o'clock, or maybe beforehand, if something else crazy happens, I'll get the software running at that point. All right. You can see right here, 2 o'clock, and things are indeed getting pretty crazy. So I have an order down at 9, which seems far away. But like I said, if this thing gets... In fact, you know what? I'm looking more so over at the 5. Rather err on the side of caution. So let's see if this thing wants to come down some more. Have an order at 7. So I will pause for now, and we'll see if this thing wants to see it break down below 436. Again, why is it getting crazy? Because the Fed just announced. I don't know what they announced because I was watching the chart. See if it can continue to drop down some more here. Yep, keep coming, keep coming. Again, I'm at 7. Needs to come down just a bit more. This is mainly based off of the 5-minute time frame. Okay, I will pause, and well, I'll keep it running here because this is good action. Just needs to push down a bit more. In fact, I'm going to get this alerted. There we go. Oh, what is it going to turn all the way around? Would not shock me at all if this thing were to just all of a sudden go straight up. All right, I will pause for now. Okay, I have an order at 650. It's got to come down just a bit more. Good, I'm at 650. I'm going to change to 750 now. Looking like this thing might be wanting to try to potentially bottom out here. All right, I will pause. Or no, 9. Try to pick up one here at 9. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change that to 8 now. Just one to give myself some flexibility. See if it wants to come down. All right, I think I can do 750 now. And I'm at 750 when you just one final push down through. There we go. Can I get filled? Well, I was best bid. So we'll go to 7 instead now. Oh, come on. There we go. So 1 at 7. And out there for a quick $50. Gonna go to 650 now. No way I'm buying puts right now. This thing feels like, I mean, it could snap back up at any moment. So that's why I'm just slowly dipping my toes in with calls as of now. All right, I will go ahead and pause for now. But so far, just a little small $50 scalp. Again, just going with one to give myself flexibility. But if this wants to come down to 570, would be interested, although maybe this is some sort of bottoming candle forming here. I'll pause. So that is exactly why I mentioned not wanting to be interested in playing puts or anything like that, because at any moment, you know, the thing could have gotten. Now, whether or not this is a legitimate bounce or a dead cat bounce remains to be seen. I do have an order out for some puts now, but this thing's gonna have to bounce some more. So bouncing up a bit more, like I said. I'm at 970. I'll go ahead and pause. Want to just give you the update that that's exactly why I was not interested in going short at any point, because it was very overextended, and you know, you could kind of hear the dead cat purring right around the corner, which I think is that's an oxymoron, isn't it? Because if it's a dead cat, how can it be purring? But never mind. That's philosophical questions we'll have to tackle another day. All right, I'll pause. All right, I am in. And I didn't technically want that exact entry point, although not a terrible one. Not exactly what I was looking for. Okay, got in at 920. So now I'm just trying to take a loss on it. I do only have one, so I certainly do have some flexibility here. And I do like how it's pausing out here around VWAP, so let's see if I can get one at 7. So there we go. Just a little $30 gain on that one. Like I said, I didn't want 920, but when I tried to cancel it, I had just gotten filled. I am interested again, but this has got to get up to around 430, 437.50. So that's the nice thing when you go with one contract. You don't have to panic. You don't have to freak out. So yeah, you're not going to make a bunch like I did on my other couple trades. Just made $50. And when I say just $50, I realize that these trades are taking less than 1 minute. So I can sound very detached. What do you mean you're not happy about making $50 in less than 1 minute? Like, where in the world can you make $50 in less than 1 minute? Fair point. I just mean in the sense of, yeah, you're not going to throw up a much larger gain if you're only going to do one contract. But as you saw there, I afforded myself some flexibility. You know, I didn't need to freak out or anything like that, and it worked out just fine. But we'll see if this thing wants to come back up again. I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 670 here. You know, at this point, what I'm going to do is change strike prices. And I'm going to take on a little bit more risk. I'm going to try 3 contracts at 820. But I like the entry point if it can happen. So I am willing to take on a bit more risk, but going to need to see this come down to more so the 435.50 mark. So I'll go ahead and pause for now. All right, it is 3:36 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm just going to go ahead and wrap things up. I need to move on with my day now. So overall, didn't quite trade it. I mean, it was fun. It was enjoyable. But if anything, from a learning standpoint, you now see just how crazy the market does get whenever the Fed speaks. So always be aware of that as a beginner. Make sure you're checking those economic calendars and be aware when the FOMC, which just means the Fed, at this case, in this point in time when this video is being recorded, Jerome Powell, whenever he speaks or anything like that happens, just be ready because as you saw, the markets get crazy, but it's a predictable crazy, which is why I wanted to be around to attempt to trade it. And like I said, did okay. Kind of had that one little mess up where I couldn't quite cancel and readjust my order on that one. But I was able to just, with some flexibility, still make a few bucks on it. So didn't trade it as much as I would have liked to, but that's just how it goes sometimes. You're not always going to get your entry points filled. And the good news is Fed meetings happen not every month, but mostly every month. So there will be more opportunities like this in the future. So that's why you always got to remind yourself, no need to rush anything. It's not like this is going to be your only ever opportunity. It'll happen again. So like I said, just kind of just got to roll with the punches. But yeah, if anything, like I said, especially for you beginners out there, just realize that this is how crazy the markets get after the Fed speaks, and just make sure you factor that into your trading plans. So everybody take care. If you enjoy these live trade videos, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.